Big up everyone. What is happening? The Liverpool Prophet back again with another football talk stream. Wow, more importantly, I should just rename it Liverpool Talk Stream. Back again with more Liverpool related stuff to speak about. Big up to everyone. Hope we are all doing well. Big up to you all locked in the building. Quite a bit to discuss today. Obviously, I didn't stream yesterday. I decided to just do the weekend roundup on my channel. However, today I think we've held it off long enough. So we're going to be discussing the aftermath of the Crystal Palace game. Um, because I think it's only right that we discuss it. Going to discuss about the Palace game, a little bit about the match, overall the win, what it could mean for us going forward, whether we can take this momentum into that Manchester United game at the weekend, and we'll discuss some other stuff as well. Mohamed Salah went off with an injury during the game, which could mean that he no longer features for Liverpool this season at all, which will be a bit tough, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the 1 year anniversary of us winning the league last year on this very day. That will be discussed as well. We'll do player ratings for the team as well for the win on Saturday. Rank the players and how well I think they played in that. And yeah, having said all of that, people, let's waste no more time. Let's just get straight into the talking points. Right, where do we start, man? Do we talk about the 1 year anniversary of us winning the league? Do we discuss about Mo's injuries? Do we do the player ratings? Or should we just discuss the game? I guess we'll just discuss the game since it's been 2 days on now since the match. Liverpool 3, Crystal Palace 1. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I actually felt like it was a relatively okay performance. Was it anything amazing at the weekend? No, it wasn't. Apologies, I'm just adjusting my chair, people. My bad. Just adjusting the chair. There we go. Wasn't nothing amazing at the weekend. I don't think the performance was overly great. It was one of those where we were okay and we did what we had to do to win the game. It wasn't nothing amazing, nothing flash, nothing where, oh my God, what a performance. Wow, wow, wow. Scintillating football being displayed. It was nothing like that. It was one of those games where I think we played okay. And I think we got the result. I do think we got the result. Well, we did get the result. It says 3-1. So it was just one of those at the end of it. It was one of those where we just needed the win and we got it. Yo, big up to my brother Vids, man. Big up to my brother Vids. Make sure you are subbing to Vids, guys, on his gaming channel and on his regular channel too. Another one of the brothers, one of the fellows. Make sure you do go over to Vids and show him some love. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate you being in the building as well. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Big up. And yeah, having said that, guys, look, at this point of the season where we've only got 4 games left, do I really care what the performances are like at this point? No, I don't, because we're so late into the season. I think at this point now, with where we are, I just want to see us winning. However we win, whether we're winning playing, whether we're not playing great football and getting wins, cool. Just get me wins. You know what I'm saying? We've got 4 games left. So we've got United, Chelsea, Villa, and Brentford. Now, these are 4 games on paper that will be tough. They are going to be tough games. Make no mistake about it. They will be tough. You know, going away to Old Trafford, tough. No matter how you feel about it, it is tough going there. Chelsea at home will be hard. Villa away will be tough. Brentford at home will be tough. So these are 4 games on paper that, again, they're potential banana skins. They are definitely potential banana skins. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, Vids, man. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate you. Big up to Brian as well. Big up yourself, Brian. And big up to Mr. Joshy J as well, man. Big up Joshy J, man. And yeah, Old Trafford, tough. You know, our record there isn't exactly great. We don't exactly win there a lot. Chelsea at home coming up will be tough, I think. Villa away again and Brentford at home. So I don't really care how the football is for these last 4 games. I just want to see results. You know, if we go Old Trafford and win 1-0, I'm not going to complain. You won't see me complaining about it. If we win 2-1, 3-2, whatever, just get me a win. It's United. Just get me the win. Similar to Chelsea at home, I don't care what we play like, how the football is, just get me the win. Same applies to the Villa game, and same also applies to the Brentford game and the final game of the season. Palace yesterday wasn't great, but we got the win. Everton last weekend, again, wasn't great. Everton were probably the better team. I think we can all agree Everton were the better side. Overall in the game, they had the better chances, just weren't clinical. I think we were clinical with our chances. And, you know, sometimes a team that's clinical will beat the team that played a nice football, because if you play over nice football, it doesn't really matter unless the end product's not there. And again, we were clinical against the Blues. They weren't clinical against us, so we won the game. I'm hoping, and I do think that might have given us a bit of a confidence boost going into the last couple of games. Um, do sub to Josh EJ, guys. Vidya just put the link in, so make sure you watch subbing to Josh EJ, people. Big up Dan Chum as well, brother. Hope you're doing well, mate. Big up yourself, Dan Chum. Big up, big up. So as for the game on Saturday, then, since I haven't discussed it since Saturday, the lineup was a bit odd. I looked at the lineup in my match preview. I predicted Jeremy Frimpong at right back. I predicted Milos Kerkez at left back, and then I went with the double pivot of Gravenberch and Szoboszlai. What Slot actually did was he put Jones in at right back. He put Robbo in for Kerkez, and then no Gravenberch at all. I'm very surprised he dropped Gravenberch for the game. He put in McAllister and Szoboszlai in the double pivot, which again I don't have an issue with. I just don't like this Curtis Jones right back thing. I really don't. It's something we've been doing all season, and I don't like it. Frimpong is fit. He's not injured. He's on the bench, fit and available. Play him at right back, seeing as he is one of those where, well, he is a natural right back. I don't like shoehorning Jones in there. I've made it clear numerous times this season. And I certainly don't like shoehorning Szoboszlai in there because they are being restricted when they're playing in positions that don't suit them or are not their natural positions. So why Jones played right back again, I don't really understand. But whatever, we won the game, so I won't complain about it. But on another day against another opposition, a better opposition, you will get found out if you try and do something like that. Left back, I didn't have an issue there. He rotated Kerkez and Robbo. No issue. Either one, I'm good. And in the midfield, again, dropping dropping Gravenberch, sorry. Big surprise because Gravenberch has now become, for me, when I look at the team, he's one of the first names I see on there. I just automatically think he's going to be in the team. So him not playing and the manager going with Maka and Szoboszlai, again, I'm not too happy with that. I can't lie, because McAllister, again, this season has had a massive drop-off quality-wise, performance-wise, to what he was last year. He's not to the standard. So him getting game time, consistently being rewarded with game time is apologies, guys. I'm just been notified something here. What is this? Sorry, guys. Apologies. McAllister consistently getting game time doesn't make sense to me. You know, he's not up to the standard. He's not playing well. Drop him. Jones should be partnering Szoboszlai for me. The double pivot in games should be Szoboszlai and Jones, because that is what we need. Those are players that are giving 100% to us currently. McAllister, not been good enough this season, in my opinion. Gravenberch as well, big drop-off. Not been good enough as much as he was last year, this season as well. Endo can't get a game time, so I don't even bother mentioning him. So that was an interesting one. I would have gone Jones and Szoboszlai in the double pivot, but Slot went with Maka and Gravenberch. Keep saying Gravenberch. Slot went with Maka and Szoboszlai. Up top again, I predicted it exactly how it was. Wirtz in the 10, Mo off the right, Gakpo for left, and do the centre. It was Alexander Isak, and I got that spot on. Facts, mine, at this stage, with 4 games left, business end of the season, doesn't matter how you play, man. The nice football is all well and good at the beginning of a season, middle of a season. When it gets to the business end, I don't care. I just want to see wins. That's all I want to see. Wins. However we get them, I don't care. So I agree with you on that. Facts. Performances, business end of a season, they mean nothing. They genuinely mean nothing. It is a results-based business at the end of the day. It's all well and good. You want to play your nice football in September, October, November, December even in January, February. But when it gets to March, April, May, when it starts getting down to the business end, I look at one thing, and that is the results. And that's how I'm looking at these last 4 games. 3 points, that's all I want. You know what I'm saying? That is all I want. So the lineup was okay for the game on Saturday, other than Jones in at right back, which I wasn't happy with. I didn't have an issue with the team. Palace, again, was there anyone to look out for from the Palace team? The one player who plays for Palace who does cause us issues quite a lot is actually Ismail Yassar. You know, the guy always scores against Liverpool. He scored against us at Selhurst Park. He scored against us in the Carabao Cup game earlier in the season. He scored against us back in 2020 as well. He ended our unbeaten run against Watford, stopped us from going invincible, which still haunts me to this day. So Sarr is a player that we needed to look out for, and I think we did a relatively good job at keeping him quiet. He didn't have much of a say in the game. He didn't do much. Wasn't his usual energetic self, which he is against Liverpool. Other than Sarr, I can't lie, Adam Wharton I felt was very, very poor. on Saturday. I know Adam Morton's been hyped up, been spoken about, and I do think he's a good player, but I think our midfield kind of kept him at bay. He didn't have much of a say in the game either. Wasn't able to really dictate anything for Palace. And other than that, is there anyone else in the Palace team that you look out for and think, oh, threat? Not really. The only thing that worried me going into the game was the record that we have against Palace. It's not a great record. It is not a great record, man. 3-0 in the Carabao Cup back in October, November, was it? 2-1 at Selhurst Park in the reverse fixture. Beat us in the Community Shield on penalties. Last season, we drew against them at home. Final game. The record against Palace in recent, well, certainly in our last couple of games we played them in, hasn't been good. They've certainly been a bogey team. That was the only worry I had going into this game, because when you look at Palace form-wise, they started the season off well, had a bit of a dip, and now they're just kind of floating around mid-table. So I wasn't worried about them I wasn't worried about them in the sense where I thought they were going to come and slap us off the park at Anfield. I was more worried in the sense of the whole mental block we had against them in recent times we played them. That's what I was really worried about. But we dealt with it well. Man. Palace came. They were open. To be fair, they were very open. They didn't come. They didn't sit back. They didn't play defensive. They didn't give us the ball and play a low block. They came and they gave as good as they got. You know what I'm saying? They did give it a go. So I've got to give Oliver Glasgow and Palace their flowers on that, giving it a go. Coming to Anfield and giving it a go. It's kind of become a normal theme this year, which I don't like. But any team that comes Anfield and actually tries to play ball, I'll always respect. Big up tonight, Tom Kidd, man. Big up tonight, Tom Kidd. Big up, man. Legend in the building. Everyone who starts fast ends slow. Not always, but that is the case a lot of the time. Nah, you're not too late, bro. Don't worry about it, man. I've only been live for 12 minutes so far. Yeah, we took our chances, bro. And yes, Night Tom Kidd. Yes. Shout out to Woodman. Third choice goalkeeper, Freddie Woodman. Shout out to him, because you know what? This is a unique situation because we have our first choice keeper injured. Our second choice keeper got injured last week. And now we were down to our third choice keeper. But Woodman, very good performance. Very impressive performance. I think it was at 1-0 when he made that really crucial save that stopped them from equalising and stopped it from going to 1-1. And then we go up the other end and make it 2-0. Throughout the game, Woodman, when he was called upon, made the saves. Very solid performance, a very impressive performance. And I think that speaks to how good our goalkeeping department is. Let's be honest. While we're struggling in other areas on the pitch, our goalkeeping department is very good. Whoever's doing that, whoever's scouting goalkeepers for us, good job, man. They bought us Allison. We've had Ali for like 9 years now. Kelleher as well, brought through the ranks, a really good keeper. Mamadarsvili, I think, has got a lot of potential. Now you got Woodman, a third choice keeper who's coming and was able to perform like that. So our goalkeeper, I'm actually not as worried as I was maybe 2-3 weeks ago, because I have realised that that's a place where we're set for the next couple of years. That is a place where we are set for the next couple of years. So I'm not too worried about that. At all. And credit to him, coming in and being able to do what he did. Big him up, man. Big him up. Big up Night Tom Kidd for putting Vidge's link in. I've just pinned that, guys. So do make sure you sub to Vidge. Big up to Ryan as well, man. Big up yourself, Ryan. So yeah, Woodman, good performance. No issues there. No problem, Vidge, bro. No problem at all. I wouldn't go that far, but he's got potential. He's got potential for someone like Tom Kidd. Credit there. I thought it might be a bit of an issue, seeing as he's the third choice keeper going into this game. I did say in my match preview, as long as the defence is on point and we're switched on, it shouldn't be an issue. If the defence start getting nervous and are on fuckery, that's when we could be in a bit of issues for this game. But defensively, other than the goal we conceded, I don't think we had much to do. Don't think we struggled too much. So, yeah, defensively good. And Woodman put in a decent performance at goalkeeper. So, if he's going to play at Old Trafford on Sunday, I haven't got too much of an issue. If he can bring a performance like he did against Palace to Old Trafford on Sunday, no issue. I'm sure he'll be fine. But Ali is supposed to be back for this United game. Whether that's true or not remains to be seen as the week goes on. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, and Ryan doesn't even care, but Ryan's just accepted it. He knows they're relegated. So big up Ryan, man, showing some good sportsmanship there. Congratulating Night Tom Kid on his win. That felt like a loss. I haven't seen the Kinski save, Night Tom Kid. I'll have to go back and watch that. Palace aren't bothered about the league. They've got enough points to stay in the division. It's about winning the Conference League. Exactly. To be fair, Brian, Palace are a team that, what are they really expected to do in the league? Nothing really. Earlier in the season, they were in the top 4 race for a while, but that fell off very quickly. They're always going to be a team that are floating around mid-table. You know what I'm saying? They did incredibly well to win that FA Cup last season, the first major one in their club's history. Big up to them for that. I like Crystal Palace. I've got a lot of time for Palace fans. I think they've got one of the best fan bases in the league. Their atmosphere at Selhurst Park is incredible. I do like Crystal Palace. In the league, though, they're always going to be around mid-table. And you're right, Bob. They're in the Conference League. I think they've got a very good chance of winning that. It'd be very nice if they did win that, 100%. So, facts, man, they're not really bothered about the league. They're just dishing out points left, right, and centre. They're not going to get relegated. They're going to be around mid-table. So, yeah. And hopefully, they do go on and win that Europa League. I'm certainly rooting for them. He saved the free kick. That is Vicario. That's going in. That's crazy, Ryan. Oh, that's sad, Night Tom Kid, man. That's sad, man. Speedy recovery to Simmons and Solanke, man. Yeah, speedy recovery, man. You never want to see players injured ever. Hopefully they get well soon. Big losses for Tottenham, though. Big losses for them. Simmons, we know he's a decent player. Solanke, while I don't rate him, he's doing all right at Spurs. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Big up, man. Big up. Speedy recovery to both Dominic Solanke and Xavi Simmons. To be honest, guys, the game on Saturday, it was a boring game up until the 30th minute, up until around 30 minutes. The first half an hour of the game, in my opinion, boring. We weren't really doing much. They weren't really doing much. It was just one of those City games, typical Prem game, you'd say. After the 30th minute, I think is when it really started to come to life. Isak makes it 1-0. That Isak goal, I think people aren't giving him enough flowers on the finish. It was a scuffed shot, yeah, but it was still a great finish. It's crazy, Night Tom Kid, man. It's crazy, man. We will get to the Wirtz goal as well. I want to give Wirtz his flowers as well. So McAllister takes a shot, and the shot was going to go wide for Maka. I do believe Maka's shot would have gone wide. Isak thought, fuck this, I'm going to make sure this goes in. Takes a touch, puts it onto his other foot. And he did scoff the shot, but nonetheless, it went into the net. And Alexander Isak, for me, is that striker where, as long as he gets the service, he'll bang goal after goal after goal in. I don't expect him to be like Ekatike, who's the technical striker. Isak needs service. He needs to be fed the ball in order for him to really be able to show his talent. And I think we fed him the ball well. I saw him dropping deeper in the game as well against Palace, trying to come deep to get the ball, which is a positive sign. Shows that it shows that he's mixing in with the other players, learning a bit about our style of play, getting to know what he needs to do in the team. And I did like Isak's performance. Obviously, he took his goal. He's meant to score. He's a striker. That's his job. And he scored at the weekend. A very good finish as well. Happy for him. Can't really say nothing wrong there. Cannot really say nothing wrong. Yeah, I hear it now, Tom Kid. You're not the only one, man. He did scoff it. I said it. He did scoff the shot. He did scoff the shot. But nonetheless, a goal is a goal. Yeah, Night Tom Kid, you're not the only one who's been taking the mick out of words, to be fair. Loads of people have. No, Night Tom Kid, I wouldn't. He's nowhere near good enough for me to be a Mo Salah replacement. Nowhere near good enough. I wouldn't take him. I think Saka's a good young player, but I wouldn't take him as the Mo Salah replacement. Not for me, man. Not for me. But yeah, I'm happy for Isak. And with Ekatike now out, we know Ekatike is going to be out until 2027. Isak is now going to have to really step up. You know what I'm saying? He's had the time out with the injury. He's come back, got himself a goal. Hopefully this can spur him on now. And hopefully he can remain fit himself, because we know Isak, his injury record is very, very unreliable. He does get injured himself quite a lot in games. So that worries me. But I'm hoping that he can keep himself fit, because we do need him now. With Hugo out, we need him to step up. We need him. You know what I'm saying? And next season as well, especially when Mo's gone, we know it's gonna take someone special to really step up goal-wise. output-wise. Mo, for years, was the one who consistently provided the output, goals, assists. We know now Isak's probably going to have to step into them shoes. He's going to have to be that goal scorer, the guy that bags us them goals every year. So a lot of pressures on Isak going into next season, and we'll see how he deals with it. I hope he rebels in it. I hope he embraces it, and he goes into next season and he just kills it. But remains to be seen. Remains to be seen, man. We know how each player reacts to pressure differently. I'm hoping though that he just embraces it and kills it next year. Maybe Barcola and Yan Diomande would be good for both wings, but Barcola don't want to sign a new contract at PSG. We're not going to get Barcola, that Tom Kid. I don't think we're going to get him. I think Diamande's a nailed on signing for us. I do think we end up getting him, but I don't think we get Barcola. And I'm seeing Rafael Leao out as well now for the left wing as a potential left winger that we could go in for as a Luis Diaz replacement. Interesting. Very interesting, but nothing solid on that. Shout out Lampard doing more than Arteta in his first season, if I'm correct. Yeah, Lampard has won the championship with Coventry, I believe. He's won the championship with Coventry. So shout out to Lampard, man. Big him up, man. Won himself a trophy. Got Coventry promoted. It's been a while since Coventry were in the Prem as well. Yeah, he deserves his flowers, man. He deserves his flowers. Had a tough time at Chelsea. Ended up getting sacked. Almost got Everton relegated. I remember he almost succeeded there. In getting Everton relegated. I'm still pissed that they sacked him before he could get the job done. But whatever. Then went back to Chelsea for a while. Had a bad time there again, and he's just he's built himself back up, man. Gone back to the Championship. Gone back to a lower level club, and he's done well. Rebuilt his management career up. I'd like to see Steven Gerrard do something like this because Gerrard at Rangers had a very good campaign. He won them the league, fell apart a bit. I'd love to see Stevie G maybe go to the Championship or go somewhere and rebuild his career. That would be great to see. But yeah, shout out Frank Lampard, man. Fuck him. I don't like him. I haven't liked him since he came Anfield. I started giving it the big into Klopp a couple of years ago, but I'll give him his flowers on that. Replace Barcola or Leao. Replace Barcola or Leao replacement for Diaz and Gakpo. So I think Gakpo should be used as a squad player next season. That's what I've been saying. Use him as a squad player, not as a starter, but he can be effective off the bench. And credit to Gakpo because I thought he had a decent performance at the weekend. Don't know why people are saying he played poorly. I thought he had a decent game. Prophet, which player would you like to replace Salah? Well, there's two answers here. I've got my unrealistic option and I've got my realistic options. Look, in an ideal world, Michael Elise would be the dream Mohamed Salah replacement. He'd be the dream Mo Salah replacement. But Bayern are never going to sell. Bayern are in a very healthy position in the league, in what they're doing. So that's never going to happen. So you then have to look at the realistic options. You've got your Yan Diamandes, which I think is nailed on to be the Mo Salah replacement. You know, you've got other players out there, Barcola, Kvaratskhelia being linked. I would take Yan Diomande. I'd take Yan Diomande. You got to remember, Brian, Mo wasn't exactly a superstar when we bought him back in 2017. He wasn't. He was turned into a superstar by Klopp to the player he is today. I feel the club will look to do something similar to what we did then now again. Bring in a younger winger, someone who isn't exactly being spoken about, and then nurture them and then make them into a world-class player. So I'd like Yan Diomande, but if I'm dreaming, I'd love Michael Elise for sure. Leao is way too inconsistent for me to go to Liverpool. I hear this a lot, Ryan. I hear that Rafael Leao is not exactly the most consistent player. So I don't know how I feel about him. I wouldn't want him personally. I think we can do better. Leao is like Gakpo. They are hyped and inconsistent. I hear it. But I would take Leao over Gakpo. Probably I would as well. Real Madrid are apparently going to try and sign Elise this summer. Interesting. Madrid really don't learn their lesson, man. They're still trying to do this whole Galactico superstar thing. They need to build a squad, man. Real Madrid need to build a squad of individuals that are going to work hard and play as a team. They're still, even now, persisting with this Galactico thing, which long may it continue because they're not going to be winning. They're not going to be doing shit as long as they persist with this. Arsenal looking for offers to offload Gyökeres. You should see. Vid said that was fake, bro. We spoke about that on stream yesterday. Vid said that those rumours are fake, so I don't think that's going to happen. Night Tom Kid. I don't think that'll happen. He's been there 1 year. They're not going to offload him. It will be good. It won't be good, brother. It won't be good. They need to build a squad, not a bunch of superstars. But yeah, Woodman made that save when it was 1-0 to keep it at 1-0. It could have easily been 1-1. Robbo goes up the other end, makes it 2-0. I'm happy for Robbo. That could have been his last ever Liverpool goal. He's been an incredible servant to us down the years as well. So I'm glad he got himself a goal and put in a good performance too. So he makes it 2-0. And that's it. We're going at halftime 2-0 up. Second half, I knew the game wasn't over. We know 2-0 is an incredibly dangerous scoreline. An incredibly dangerous scoreline. I knew Palace would come out and give it a go. Second half was more end-to-end, to be fair. Second half, Palace came out with giving it a go. We also were doing our usual thing. So it made it for an end-to-end game. Every time we had the ball, we went forward. Every time they had the ball, they went forward. They just don't have no one quality in that attack no more to really cause us issues. They don't. Yeah, but Nighttime Kid, how do I say this now? CR7, Bell, and Benzema are clear of the likes of them. This new Galactico thing isn't as good as the old Galactico thing. That's the best way I can put it. Yeah, it's fake, made up. Yeah, it's made up. Yeah. That's what I said, bro. It's made up then. There's no way Arsenal will be looking to sell Gyökeres off, man. There is no way they'll be doing that after 1 year. Not a chance. Yeah. Nighttime Kid, it's not real. It's not, though. It's not real, Nighttime Kid. I think he was directing it at me, bro. But he mentioned your name instead. But yeah, guys. Nighttime Kid, it doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work. It does not work. Galacticos does not work. I'll say it again, it does not work. That Galacticos team, look at the quality they had in that team. You had the likes of Keylor Navas in goal, Marcelo, Ronaldo, Bale, Benzema, Toni Kroos, Modric. Those were proper players, man. You know, you look at the Galacticos they're trying to build now. Mbappe, Vinicius Jr. These are sit players. Compared to the other Galacticos Madrid had, these are shit. It ain't going to work this time around. It ain't going to work. Bro, can someone please explain in the chat tonight, Tom Kid? Because I can't be asked to do this, man. I genuinely can't. Yes, but those were different players, bro. Those are legends in the game. These lot that they got now are not legends in the game. I'm saying. I don't know how to explain it, man. I really don't. Can someone in the chat please tell him what I'm trying to say? I'm sure someone knows what I'm trying to get across there. Bale, Benzema, Ronaldo, elite players. Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., scrubs. Big difference. You know what I'm saying? Elite Galacticos. And now you got the B-Tech Galacticos. This team that I'm trying to build now is the B-Tech Galacticos, basically. I understand. Yeah. Night Tom Kid. I get you, man. But look, that's what I'm trying to say. That was the top tier Galactico team. This, what they're trying to do now, is a B tier Galactico team. Or the B-Tech Galactico team. It's not going to work. I'm telling you now, it's not going to work. He is a scrub. No. He is indeed a scrub, bro. When we compare him to Brazilians in the past, he's nowhere near. Exactly, Vidge, here we go. The proper Galacticos, man. R9, Beckham, Zidane. Proper team. And man want to compare that to Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. We can't do it. Elite B-Tech. Not even B-Tech, man. They're not even... Loki, Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. aren't even fit to clean the sit off Beckham, Zidane and R9 shoes. They aren't. They really aren't, man. They are not good at all. That was a proper team. A proper team. Nighttime Kid, if you want to delude yourself into thinking that Madrid are going to start cooking all of a sudden, you can carry on, bro, but it's not going to happen. You know, get ready for Barcelona winning the league for the next 3 to 4 years. I'm saying that now. Get ready for them being the dominant team for the next 3-4 years, because that's what's going to happen. That is what is going to happen. No, he's always been a scrub, to be fair, Nighttime Kid. He's always been a scrub. You know, when you compare him to Brazilians in the past, come on, bro. I can name about 10 Brazilians better than him. R9 was elite, mate. Don't even go there, Nighttime Kid. R9 was elite. You know, CR7, the right Ronaldo. No, he's not. He's a fake Ronaldo. R9, yeah, tell him, Vid. Tell him, bro. R9, the real Ronaldo. Madrid fans will tell you that also. World Cup winner. Exactly, man. R9, proper Ronaldo. CR7, B-Tech Ronaldo. You can have 11 world class players, but if they don't play as a team, it's not. It's exactly, Brian. Exactly, bro. Spot on. Spot on, man. That is spot on. You can have 11 world class players in the team. If they don't play together as a team, if they don't give their all on the pitch and work together, it's never gonna work. You're just gonna be a team of individual brilliance where a moment will win you a game. You hit the nail spot on there, Ryan. I couldn't have put it no better way myself. Ryan, absolute legend in the game, aren't I? Absolute legend. So World Cup is the only thing that defines a player. No, it's not. You also look at how they are on the pitch and how they play. You know what I'm saying? No one can tell me that R9, well, CR7 is a better player than R9. CR7 is CR7, R9 is R9. Both different players shouldn't be compared. They shouldn't, but this is what Ronaldo fans do, man. Innit? I'm not aiming this at night time, kid, but this is what Ronaldo and Messi fans do, bro. They get so insecure whenever you say anything against either of those two. This is why I stay out of this whole Messi Ronaldo debate. Real talk. That's not aimed at night time, kid, bro. That's not aimed at you. That's aimed at other people that I've spoken with in the past. These Messi and Ronaldo fans, bro, they get so rattled and insecure when you say anything about them. It's crazy. R9 never won anything good apart from the World. You say apart from the World Cup, like winning the World Cup isn't a big achievement. It's a huge achievement winning a World Cup with your national team. Winning a World Cup with your national team, brother. That's the biggest achievement a footballer can have, man. Winning it for your country. R9 never won a UCL at Madrid ever. It's facts, Rich. Facts, bro. Tell him, man. Tell him. Man said elite and can't win a World Cup. Yeah, Ronaldo's elite as well, but he can't win a World Cup apparently. That's funny, that isn't it? That's funny. CR7 can't win a World Cup, but he's elite. Greatest of all time, my arse, man. Greatest of all time, my arse. But yeah, guys, we went a bit off topic there, man. Apologies. So the second half comes around, a bit more end to end. I do think Liverpool managed the game well. The Palace goal was a bit of a weird one because they score, and it was a bit mad because Woodman made a save, went down injured, and the goal was just given. Now defensively, I think Konate should have done better for the goal. I'll admit he should have done much better, but I'm not sure what happened there. I'm really not sure what happened. He goes down injured, they score, and the goal was given. Bit mad, but whatever. It stood. Bear in mind, Mohamed Salah did dive in the first half trying to get a penalty, so that maybe it's poetic justice that they get something for them after what we tried to do, the shenanigans we tried to do. So we guess it's 2-1 for the last 20 minutes, and then it's a bit nervous because you think, okay, are we gonna fuck this up? Are we gonna bottle it? Palace put a bit more pressure on towards the end of the game, trying to push for the equaliser. Defensively, I think we were able to manage it well. And yeah, Words then steps up at the end of the game. Boom! What a goal, man. Hits it first time on the volley. Makes it 3-1. Game, set, and match, man. Big up to Words as well, getting himself a goal. And yeah, we go out 3-1 winners. We go out 3-1 winners. And we'll take it. We will take it. 3 points in the bag, and now we roll on to this United game. It's good to get some good momentum going into that United game at the weekend. Going into that game off the back of a win. Performance, like I said, not the best, but we got the job done, and that's all that matters at this stage of the season. If I just do the player ratings then, guys, may as well do the player ratings now, since you guys are all here. I'm going to do these quick, to be fair. So we'll start in goal, guys. Woodman. Look, Woodman was very good, man. I think Woodman had a great performance. Came in, did his thing, and I'm going to put him in very good. I'm not going to put him in brilliant. I'll put him in very good. Very impressive. Jones at right back. Again, didn't really have much to do, did he? Didn't have much to do in the game. I don't remember him having issues. He was average, had an average performance. VVD, same thing. Didn't really have much to do defensively. For the goal, we probably should have done better. Probably should have continued playing on instead of just standing around. And again, VVD had an average performance. Wasn't nothing exceptional from him. Konate, same thing. Should have done better for the goal we conceded. But again, put him in average. Didn't have much to do either defensively. Robbo, I think he was very good. Considering he's off at the end of the season, we want him to have that best send off, as good of a send off as he can have. I thought he was very good, very very good, man. Got himself a goal. That goal reminded me of the old Klopp days, man, where we just used to break on teams, boom, like that. That was a proper old school Klopp goal, man. So I thought Robbo was good. So Bosley again, not as impactful in the game as he usually is. Had one of his quieter games. Still, I wouldn't say he was poor. Probably put him in average as well. Another one who had an average performance. So Bosley in average. McAllister again. I thought he was relatively poor. I can't lie. He was giving the ball away quite a bit in the first half. Setting up a couple of Palace attacks. I thought he was poor. But do I want to put him in poor because we won the game? Fuck it. Yeah, I thought McAllister was poor, man. I can't lie. Wirtz, again, very good, man. That goal he scored, boom, what a finish. What a finish that goal was. Hit it first time on the volley. You don't get them much sweeter than that. You really don't. So I'm going to put Wirtz in very good. Hopefully, again, he can take that into the next couple of games himself. Like for whatever reason, it's not letting me put it in. Here we go. So yeah, Florian Wirtz in the very good category. What the hell is going on here? There we go. Mohamed Salah. This is a tough one because I don't think he had much of an impact in the game. Didn't do much. But he wasn't a sit either. He wasn't sit. He did do some good work for that Isak goal out on the wing. I'm going to put Mo in average. I'm going to put Mo in average, man. Nothing great, but it is what it is. Gakpo, I thought Gakpo was good. I thought Gakpo had a good performance, to be fair. Again, was pretty, not I wouldn't say he was impactful, but he did some good stuff out on the left, which is weird to say, but I'll always give a player credit when they're doing well. I will put Gakpo in good. Isak again. Overall, did he have a great performance? No, but he took his goal well. Was dropping in deep, getting the ball, which is positive signs. I'll say Isak had a good performance. That's what I will say. So I'll put Isak in good. Apologies. Let me get to the comments. I know there's probably a lot of comments to go. No, there's not. Okay, there's no comments there. Apologies. And then the subs here, you had Gomez, Kirkes, Frimpong, and Gravenberch coming on. Again, they were probably got to go in average. Gomez, when he came on, didn't do much. Didn't have much to do. So he goes in average. Kirkes, again, didn't have much to do. Put him in average as well. And same with Frimpong and Gravenberch, man. They were average when they came on. Didn't have much to do, either of them. So that's probably the player ratings, man. See how quickly I get that done. Boom. So I think there were some very good performances. Woodman, Robbo, and Wirtz, I think, were very good in the game. I thought Gakpo and Isak were good. Everyone else was pretty average, to be fair. Didn't do much, weren't shit, but they weren't great either. And then I thought McAllister was the only one that I thought didn't have a great game. So that's the player ratings, guys. That is the player ratings. Something that I should probably do a bit more often. But yeah, that's what I've gone with. And yeah, having said that, guys, 3-1 win against Palace. Good to break the hoodoo on Palace because we haven't been done well against them in recent years. And yeah, we'll take it, man. Hopefully, the performance has got to be better against Man United. It's got to be much better going away to Old Trafford. We know that's tough. That is very, 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 very tough. So you can't put in a performance like that. You can get away with that at home to Palace, but going away to OT, nah, let's not be doing it. We can't be doing it. I don't rate Gomez. Look, I don't think Gomez is shit. I think he's an average player. He's one of those where when he's called upon to do a job, he does one. You know what I'm saying? He comes in and does a job. But he's not someone that you start week in, week out. You know what I'm saying? He's not. Slotterbeck is someone I'd definitely be interested in for sure. I would definitely be interested in Slotterbeck. I definitely look at him. Guys, we did have some bad news though. Mo Salah did go off during the game with some sort of injury, and TNT did post this out after the game, which again, it's not great, but if it's true, it is what it is, man. What can we do about it? So, as you can see there, Mo Salah could have played his final game for Liverpool after being forced off with a hamstring injury. Look, Slot was asked after the game, and Slot didn't want to say too much on it. He didn't want to rule Salah's return out, but it's the way Salah's face was when his hamstring pulled, when he went off. It just gave that vibe of, yeah, I'm not going to be playing again this season. He's going to miss United most likely, which is a fucking blow, man, because we know how much he loves to play against United and how he owns that club, quite literally. So that's a blow. I'm hoping he can be back for the final game against Brentford at least. You know what I'm saying? Even if he makes a bench appearance, I'm hoping he can be back, because to think that he could have played his last game for us against Palace doesn't sit well with me. So we'll see what happens with this injury. We'll see what Slot says as the week goes on. We'll see what news comes out regarding it. But hopefully Mo is back as soon as possible. If we can get him back before the end of the season, great. If not, look, I won't hold no hard feelings towards the guy. You know my opinions on Mo, guys. I love the guy. I idolize him. You know, I think he's done incredibly well to be where he is. And if it is the end, it is the end, and we can't really do much about it. But let's hope he can be back as soon as possible. So TNT seem to think that he won't be back. They seem to think he's played his last game for us. Slot didn't rule it out, but the reaction says it all, man. The reaction is very, very telling. His facial expressions are telling, and it does say that he might not be able to play again this year. So we'll see, man. We shall see what happens there. But that's that about the game, guys. That is that about the game. Al Nassr won him. Yeah, I expected as much, Night Tom Kid. I think it's nailed on that he does go to the Saudi Pro League. I think it's nailed on he goes to the Saudi Pro League. It's just a perfect league with who he is, with who his name is, and how highly regarded he is over that side of the world. It's just a perfect match. Al Nassr. Oh, is it the same team that Ronaldo plays for as well? Okay. Yeah, I expect him. Al Nassr, Al Hilal, Al whatever, man. Maybe you can go. That would be poetic as well, because Mane and Firmino also play in that league. And for him to go over there, it's just poetic that the front three just reunite over there. So yeah, he can go join Bobby and Mane over there. UCL fixtures look nice. They do indeed, man. The UCL fixtures look very nice. Paris Saint-Germain, Bayern, Arsenal, Atletico. It's going to be an interesting two ties. I'll say that for sure. But yeah, Night Tom Kid. If he goes to Al Nassr, good luck to him. If he goes wherever he goes, good luck to him, man. But I think it's nailed on. He goes to the Saudi Pro League. And to be fair, with who he is, with his name, he'd absolutely bury Ronaldo out there. He would absolutely bury Ronaldo out there, popularity-wise. Because over in that side of the world, Mohamed Salah is a bigger name than Cristiano Ronaldo. Who have I got in the final? I've got Bayern Munich and Atletico. I've got a Bayern Munich Atletico final. And I have got Bayern Munich to win it. Night Tom Kid. That's what I've gone with personally. But anything could happen, man. Are you sure, blood? I am sure indeed. That's what I'm going with. The Al Nassr wage bill is going to be off the charts 100%, Ryan. You know what them Saudi clubs are like. They pay anything. If they want you, they will give you anything. Night Tom Kid, keep denying it as much as you want. Over in the Middle East, Mohamed Salah is more popular and he's a bigger name than Cristiano Ronaldo. Just deal with it, bro. Deal with it. I don't want to get into a debate over it. He is over in that part. I'm not saying worldwide he's bigger, but over in the Middle East, he's a bigger name than Ronaldo. He is. And I don't even want to get into a debate on that, but it's just facts. Worldwide, we know Ronaldo is bigger than Salah. In that part of the world, Mohamed Salah is a bigger name and he's more popular. Just deal with it, bro. Just deal with it. But yeah, that's that about the Palace game, guys. And I wanted to touch on a bit of a special occasion. Well, a little bit of reminiscing before I do head off. It's April 27th today. And it is actually 1 year to the day that we won the league. It is 1 year ago today that we won the league, which is just crazy when you think about it. The stadiums will be full of Salah goals. They'll be half empty half the time. They're half empty half the time now. Are they actually? So that shows that no one really takes that league that league seriously. But yeah, Ryan, yeah, Vidge is saying it. There we go. Overall, look, worldwide, we know how big of a name CR7 is, and I'll never say that Mohamed Salah is bigger than him worldwide. That'd be crazy. But in that part of the world, Mo is more popular and loved. 100%. That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I was trying to get across there, Night Time Kid. But yeah, moving on from that. It marks 1 year ago today that we won the league, which is absolutely fucking mad. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's amazing what difference 1 year makes and how perspective can change in 1 year. It really is amazing. It really is, man. I mean, what can I even say? What can I even say? Yo, big up to Zia for the raid, man. Big up Zia for the raid. Big up yourself, bro. Appreciate you being in the building. Thanks for the raid, man. Make sure you are sub to Zia, guys. Make sure you do sub to the brothers here. Around the world, undeniable. CR7 is the bigger name. Of course, Fitz, that's undeniable. That's undeniable. I'm trying to get under your skin. Always trying to get under my skin, man. Always trying to get under my skin, Night Time Kid. Always. Do sub to Zia, guys. Vidges just put the link in there. Appreciate the raid, man. Appreciate the raid. There are 21 people in here currently. That's the most I've ever had in a while. So if you are new, guys, do consider dropping a sub. It's much appreciated. Do drop a like on the video as well. And we appreciate you, man. Big up to every single one of you that's hopped in from the raid. And big up to Zero as well for sending people over. It means a lot, bro. Big up yourself. And do sub to Zero as well. The link is right there in the chat. And yeah, having said that, guys, a year ago today, Liverpool won the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? 1 year ago today, we won that Premier League title. Beat Spurs 5-1 at home. Absolutely whitewashed Spurs. Sorry, Night Time Kid. I know you're in the chat there. And yeah, Zia, if you're in the chat, bro, Vid said he can sort the background out for you. So yeah, man, 100%. But yeah, whitewashed your team, Night Time Kid, 5-1 at Anfield last season. Won the league. We didn't officially get to lift the title until a couple of weeks later against Crystal Palace at home. Nonetheless, though, league winners. Was a lucky win, brother. It was 5-1. The scoreline was 5-1. There was nothing lucky about that. You got absolutely whitewashed. Now, yes, Spurs did rotate their team. I know Ange did make a lot of changes. You pretty much played a B team, but in no ways was that. You can't say a 5-1 win was lucky, man. I mean, real talk, you can't even. Man said lucky. Ryan, man said lucky, 5-1. 5-1 win, and it was apparently lucky. All right, cool, bro. Man's just salty, anyway. Why don't you just say it was a better team? We were the better team and won the game. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you just say we were the better team and won the game? Always got to do this whole, it was lucky, this, that. It wasn't lucky, bro. You scored an early goal, went 1-0 up, and you crumbled. We put it on you, and it was 5-1 at the end. To be fair, whoever it was went to Liverpool that day was losing. 100% Vidge. Bro, the atmosphere before the game, the fans were in full voice. The players were up for it. There was no way we weren't winning that game. Whoever came, City, Arsenal, Chelsea, whoever it was going to get a hiding that day. They were going to get a hiding. It was just written. No, bro, was lucky. All right, Night Time Kid. Whatever you want to say, bro. Whatever helps you sleep at night. But yeah, it's the 1 year anniversary of that day when we won our league title. Also went level with Man United on league titles, 20 each now, thanks to that win. It's amazing. At the time, we were all celebrating winning that league. We were all hyping on a slot up, saying how we had that perfect Jurgen Klopp replacement, how the club had played a masterstroke in bringing him in as the next manager. You know, the team on the pitch looked full of life. You know what I'm saying? Everyone was happy. It was just a good vibe, just a really good vibe on the day. And we were all excited for where the future of our club was headed. We all thought this is the beginning of a new era, an era we're going to dominate. And then a year later, you just look what's happened, guys, and it's like, how's that happened? How have we gone from being and feeling up there to now being up here? How, man? Exactly, your fans and players know that league was going to be won. It gives you a boost. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts, Vid. Facts, bro. Facts. Whoever came was going to get a hiding. You know when you just get that feeling that the fans are up for it, the players are up for it, and the team on the pitch is just going to have an absolute nightmare of 90 minutes. That's what happened, man. And unfortunately, it was Spurs, the team that had to suffer it. But anyone would have suffered, man. Anyone would have suffered that. Yo, big up to AR, man. Big up to AR. Appreciate you being in the building, brother. We have United on Sunday. Big game, AR, man. Huge game. You know, we know that's the biggest game in England. And whatever way it happens, just get me the 3 points. Old Trafford away. We don't have the best record there. Just go get me the 3 points. However we do it. 100%, but we need to sort it out. We need to sort a lot of shit out this summer, but we need to sort the manager situation out. And we need to sort a couple of ingoings and outgoings out. Appreciate you being in, man. Always great to see someone new in. Always great to see someone new in. We need to offload and invest into the squad. There's going to be quite a lot of outgoings, and there is going to be quite a lot of incomings as well. So it's going to be an interesting summer, AR, for sure. 100%. We need defense, midfield, and wingers sort out. So I think we need, I've said it before, I think we need, depending on the Konate situation, one centre-back. If he goes two, I think we need a DM for sure. We need a defensive midfielder because Gravenberch isn't a 6 and we need a 6. Potentially a squad midfielder if one of McAllister and Jones moves on. Need a right winger because Mo's off. Potentially 2 if Chiesa goes. I think we need a cover striker because we know Isak's fitness reliability isn't there. And then we need a left winger, in my opinion, as well. Potentially a left back too. Potentially a left back with Robbo going. So you're looking up to about potentially 10, 11 signings. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a lot. Big up, bro. We appreciate you being in, man. Look at the O2 Arsenal players knew the league could be won at Old Trafford, and that was all they needed. Facts, Vids. And look, you went there and won it. Not a lot of clubs or teams can say they went to Old Trafford back in the day and won the league. Arsenal are one of the only teams that can say we went to Old Trafford, we went to Man United's ground, and we won the Premier League there. We can't say that. Liverpool can't say that, man. And we're one of United's biggest ever rivals. Arsenal have that right of saying they went to Old Trafford and won the league there. Imagine we had that right as Liverpool fans. You'd never hear the end of it. We'd be on United constantly about it. I personally think Arsenal are too humble, man. I personally think Arsenal are too humble. You went to Old Trafford and won the league, bro. That is big, big bragging rights. 100%. You know, you should hold that over them for as long as you can. Low key. You went to their ground and won the league. Our squad looks stale. Revamp is needed. 100%. You know, I think you're seeing a lot of the old guard leaving now. You know, we know Mo's off. Robbo's off. Potentially Alisson. I hope not. I hope Ali stays, but he could potentially go. We don't have a situation regarding one or two other players. It's one of those where it's out with the old and it's in with the new. It's what's happening here. And I hope the club get it right. I hope FSG, the sporting directors, get this summer right because this is a huge summer. If we get this summer wrong, we're going to be down there with the likes of United in years to come, which I don't want to be. I don't want to go back to that. We did that back in the day before the Klopp days. We don't want to go back to that at all. So we've got to get this summer right. Get this summer right. And if we get it right, there's no reason why we can't be up there challenging again. There really isn't. There's no reason why we can't. But if we get it wrong, we're going to struggle for the next 3 to 4 years. And I really believe that. That's why I'm so adamant Slot has to go this summer. I've got nothing against Arne Slot as a person. I think he's a lovely man from what I've seen. And I do think Arne Slot is a good coach. I think his style of play will work abroad. I don't think his style of play suits the league. I think if he goes back to Holland, he'd do well. I think if he goes to Germany even, or even France, he'd do well. At a club with lower expectations than Liverpool, I think Arne Slot would do well there. You know what I'm saying? He's just not the right manager for Liverpool. And the fans don't want him here. And when the fans don't want you here, when the fans aren't behind you, you're fighting a losing battle. So he's got to go. He's got to go. If he's kept, that's another reason why we're going to be set back. You know what I'm saying? You give Slot this summer, you give him next season, you give him the chance to bring in even more of his players. When he inevitably does get sacked, we're now left with a new manager coming in with a bunch of players he doesn't want and don't suit his system. We've got to do the right thing this summer. I can't stress it enough. We have to do the right thing this summer. Now, Fabrizio Romano kept the Alonso links open. he did a stream yesterday. He did say that Liverpool are, while they haven't made contact with Alonso, are still looking at him. So it's still open. But Fabrizio Romano said end of season review is going to happen. What happens in that review, I don't know. But there's nothing I can see in that review that should suggest Arne Slot gets another season at Liverpool. There's nothing. 100%, man, we need to freshen up. We need to freshen up. It's a lot of change. It's a lot of change, but it's for the right reasons. You know what I'm saying? It's time. I'm saying that Klopp team that we did so well under, it's slowly dying out. By the end of 2027, not all of them players from that Champions League winning team will be gone. They will, and we'll have a bunch of new players. It's just the way the footballing world works and the cycle works. You know what I'm saying? If Spurs get relegated, it will be tough for them in the Championship, as other teams will see Spurs as the biggest scalp. I hear it, Brian. I think they come back up. I do. I think they come back up. But the question is, when they come back up, are they going to stay up? Or are they going to become a yo-yo club like Leicester? Leicester were, for so long, a club that were in the league consistently, had the relegation, came back up, and now they're a yo-yo club. They've been double relegated now. So, look, if Spurs aren't careful, they could easily end up in that position as well, for sure. I do think it's an issue for them if they get relegated. Won the league at Anfield, Old Trafford, White Hart Lane, and Stamford Bridge. Look at that. Arsenal went. These were the clubs back in the day, by the way. You know, this is before City and that were around. Arsenal have the right. Guys, Arsenal can say that they went to Anfield and won the league. They can say that they went to Old Trafford and won the league. They can say that they went to their rivals Spurs and won the league at White Hart Lane. And they can say they did it at Stamford Bridge too. Do you know the amount of bragging rights that is? You know, I'm sure any of our clubs would love to have that. Imagine saying you went to 5 of the big 6 and won the league there. It's just, I mean, I think Arsenal are too humble with it, man. I don't think they mention it enough. I'd be all over that. I'd be mentioning that left, right, and centre in debates if I could, if it was my club. Yield a Salah replacement. I don't know, Night Time Kid. I don't know about that. I really don't. Not too sure. I think, like I said, I think it's nailed on that we get Yandy on Monday. Yo, big up to Bus Baptiste, man. Big up to Bus Baptiste. Appreciate you being in the chat, brother. Yeah, of course. Do like the chat. Do drop a like on the video and do smash the likes, people. Much appreciated. There's 22 people in here currently. Some of them are new. Some of you guys have come over from Zia. If you are enjoying, do consider dropping a sub. Dropping a sub. Do drop a like and stick around as well. If you are Liverpool fans, if any one of the 22 of you in here are Liverpool fans, do stick around, man. You know, everything Liverpool related on this channel, daily lives, watch alongs, all of it. So yeah, appreciate it, man. Big up Bus Baptiste, man. Big up to Bus Baptiste. But it is crazy, isn't it? It is crazy how hindsight is a wonderful thing at times, but it's also a bad thing as well. We go from being a team that we went from being a team that last year were the team to catch. In the summer, we thought we were going to be the ones that everyone was chasing, and it's tough, man. It's tough going from league champions to being in a top 5 race. It really is, and this one hurts more than the 2021. You know, I know in 2020 we won the league, and then we had the fall off the year later. But let's be honest, had a lot of injuries that year. Again, had a lot of off the field shit going on. This was meant to be the one. We won the league. We refreshed the squad. We brought in a lot of talent, and we went backwards. We've got to be the only club that does that. Real talk. How do you spend 500 million plus and you go backwards? We go backwards after spending 500 million. What other club does that, Loki? Real talk. What other club does that? It's annoying because we were supposed to retain this league. It was supposed to be our league, not Arteta's league, not Pep's league again. It was supposed to be Slot's league. He was supposed to win back-to-back titles for us. Instead, Arteta might get his first league title, or Pep's going to get another one. It's shocking. It's really shocking, man. I don't even know what to say on it. Real talk. And really, I can only solely put the blame on Slot because you have a talented squad at your disposal here. You've got the likes of Mohamed Salah in there. You've got the likes of Virgil van Dijk in here. Alisson Becker. 3 world-class players that have seen and done it at Liverpool down the years. You've got the likes of senior pros, Andrew Robertson. You know what I'm saying? You've got the likes of Dominic Szoboszlai, McAllister, Gravenberch in your midfield. You brought in Florian Wirtz. You brought in Isak Ekitike. The amount of talent this man has in this Liverpool squad, and he's not able to get the best out of it, is very concerning. You know what I'm saying? Very, very concerning. You know, you give this squad to a Jurgen Klopp, my oh my, the football we'd be playing right now, we'd absolutely be walking all over this league. We'd be 20 to 25 points clear. I'm saying it now. If Klopp was still our manager, this league would have been done in around November time because we would have been playing some proper football and we would be winning in style. And Klopp, can you imagine Ekatike under Klopp? Words under Klopp? He'd be able to get the best out of all of these players. It's just a fucking shame that we've got a manager who's incompetent at the moment. Big up to Gavin, man. Big up yourself, Gavin. Appreciate you being in the building, brother. Big up, man. We appreciate you, man. Big up yourself. Big up, big up, big up. It's fucking annoying because this is what sort of started our dominant era in the Premier League. You know what I'm saying? City were wobbling last year. They looked like they might have been taking a step back or two. Arsenal had kept Arteta. Looked like they weren't going to be doing much. Night Tom Kid, I'm trying to explain something, bro. I don't want to. Nah, read the room, bro. Read the room. No rage bait. I'm trying to explain something. I'm trying to get my feelings out, bro. Read the room, bro. Come on. Come on, read the room on when to rage bait and when to not rage bait. You know what I'm saying? Big up to you, of course, but you know, it's important to read the room in these situations. I'm trying to explain something. I'm getting a bit passionate and you put a rage bait in there. You know what I'm saying? So big up, man. Nonetheless, I'm not having a go at you, but read the room at times, innit? That's all I'm trying to say. So yeah. It's all good now, Tom Kid, man. It's all good, man. I just had to get that across, innit, bro? I was getting into my feelings there, explaining something, and yeah, that kind of threw me off. It's all good, man. Don't worry. It's all good, man. Big summer ahead. Big weekend ahead, man. A big next two games. These next two games are huge. Chelsea at home, United away. I don't know how they're going to go. I don't know what it's going to be like. United are playing today. In about an hour and a half, they're playing Brentford at home. That will be an interesting game to watch. I look forward to seeing how we get on at Old Trafford next weekend. I really do. Because United have started wobbling a bit recently. They're not playing as fluidly as they were when Carrick first came in. They've had a bit of a dip. Chelsea have an interim manager. I'd expect us to beat Chelsea at home, I can't lie. I would expect us to beat them at home. Villa away. Villa Park away. Again, a tough one. And then Brentford at home. Let's not rule Brentford out, man. Brentford are more than capable of getting something at Anfield. They're a very underrated side. Yes, Arbo, I will be doing a Manchester United versus Liverpool watch long. The kickoff's not even at 4:30 on Sunday. It's at 3:30. The kickoff's at 3:30. So yes, but I will be doing a watch long for that game. I will be. Yeah. I think they'll get the job done tonight. 3-1 Man United. I think. Yeah, they're at home against Brentford. I'd expect them to beat Brentford. I'd expect them to beat Brentford at home. If they didn't, again, I don't know what to say. I really don't. It's mental how we're level on points with both them and Villa. Somehow, we've managed to claw ourselves level on points with Villa and level on points with them. Granted, they've got to play again tonight so they can go above us, but can you imagine they drop points today and we beat them on Sunday? All of a sudden, boom, that's the league table flipped. So out of nowhere, third is a possibility again. And to me, look, I'm not hyping up third place. For me, that's still not good enough for what we did in the summer. But it's crazy how all of a sudden we can finish third. You know what I'm saying? United, who have been so great under Carrick, 11 on points with Liverpool currently, you were so sick. Mad. Are we going to sack on a slot in the summer and get centre back DM and wingers in the summer? So I think we will spend money in the summer. AR. I do think we'll get a centre back in, a winger in. DM unsure, but I think we should get one in. So money will be spent. The question is enough money going to get spent? Is there going to be enough money spent in the summer? That's the question here. Or are we going to end up being short in a position like we usually are? So that's going to be interesting to see. As for slot, look, I don't know, man, because a couple months ago they were all saying, these journals were all saying, Xabi Alonso's been agreed in principle behind the scenes. Now, a couple months later, these same idiots are saying Liverpool intend to stick with slot. Fabrizio Romano is the only one you can really trust on this. He said a review will take place at the end of the season with slot, the owners, and everyone. Now, what happens in that review, whatever happens, it should not end with Arne Slot getting another season. I'm mentally preparing for Slot staying next season. I am. I'm starting to mentally prepare for it. But I hope he still does go. And I'm 60-40 on it. I'm 60% sure he will go, and I'm 40% sure he stays. But don't rule it out, and I would start preparing for it if I was you. But I think with Alonso available, we have to jump on it, and hopefully he still does get sacked. But that's a question. I think we've just got to wait till the end of the season for that. You know, people are going to put all sorts of news stories out now. We're going to have to wait till the end of the season on the start situation. That's when we'll really see if he stays or goes. He himself, in the press conference the other day, came out with saying, I don't think about the long term, I think about the short term. It's a very weird thing to say. If you're going to stay here, if you're going to be here next season, if you're confident you're going to be here next season, you wouldn't say that. You would come out and say, yes, I'm confident that I'll be here next season. We're working at building something. Instead, he comes out and says, I don't look at the long term, I look at the short term. Again, that's mixed signals. Says he could still be off. So we've got to wait till the summer, AI, in my opinion, on that. We have to wait for the summer to see what happens with Slot. But we'll spend money. But the question is, will we spend enough, and will we have everything that we need? Nighttime Kids predicting 2-1 Brentford. Interesting. If any team got their house in order, they could have won the league. It's annoying that we didn't. Yeah, I hear it, Brian. This season particularly, man. It's been a really bad year for Premier League football, man. It's been really bad. Anyone with a bit of consistency could have put a run together and won this league title. They could have. They could have, man. Instead, we've let City do it again. We've let City do it again. Fucking pisses me off, man. City could potentially do a treble. Can you imagine? We've all let City do a fucking treble again. Potentially. We've all let them do another treble. That vexes me because they've been shit this season. This is going to be one of the worst treble winning sides ever. Oh my God, let me stop on that, man. I'm still hearing a lot about the deal is to bring in Alonso and Gerrard. Alonso is the manager, Gerrard is the assistant then. And it's a done deal. Mr. Slot can do a quick getaway from his house in Manchester. Bus Baptiste, the man doesn't live in the city. Doesn't that tell you it all? He lives close to the airport in Manchester. Does that not tell you it all? You know what I'm saying? He's got to go, man. It's better and it's everyone's best interest. He himself is homesick. You can tell he wants to move back to the Netherlands and be with his family. I don't think he enjoys living in Liverpool, and I don't think he enjoys living in the UK. In that case, it's in everyone's best interest. Why would you keep the man? It's just, how stupid can you be? You know what I'm saying? So, the hierarchy got to do the right decision. And Bus Baptiste, I hope you're right. I'm praying that you're right on that, man. I'm hoping you're right. Nighttime Kid, don't feel bad, man. It's all good. Don't feel bad, bro. It's all good, man. Brother, it's all good, man. Lower supporter, man. You're in the chats every single day. Big up yourself. There's nothing to feel bad about, man. Saying that Pep might leave if they win the league this season. I think he will. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he does one more year, man. I think he goes. But I wouldn't be surprised if he does in one more season. I think he definitely goes next year, though, if he does do another year. Yes, Ryan, they will be better next year. They'll spend again. And they're going to be even better next year than they are this year. Checkbook Pep. Yeah, I hear that, Nighttime Kid. I hear that you're saying that he needs money to win, but ultimately, you've still got to win. Even when you get back in the market, you've still got to demonstrate on the pitch that you can win. And I feel Pep's done that down the years. Yes, he can't build a team up. He can't build a team up from the ground. He can't do what Klopp did on a low budget. He can't do that. That's one thing Pep can't do. But he still had to win even with the money he spent. He still had to prove that he could do all this. They said he can't win a Champions League without Messi. He proved people wrong. He won the Champions League with City without Messi in the team. Won a treble at City. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think Pep's the greatest manager of all time. I don't. I think he's up there in the debate, of course. But there's no denying that even though you can say he needs the money, he's still a very good manager. He's still one of the greats. And he's revolutionized the game. You look at all these managers now. You look at Vincent, you look at Maresca. They all want to replicate Pep's style of play. You know, he's revolutionized the game. He's inspired other managers to start playing his way of football. Mate, without Semenyo on that centre-back without... Yeah, but Nighttime Kid, that's what a big club does, bro. You know, a big club spends money in January to be competitive. City noticed that they weren't doing too well. They brought in 2 players that helped them. that helped them. And since then, you've seen a shift in the way they play. I hear Man United, mate. Bus Baptiste, if they keep Carrick, bro, don't worry about them. If they get a decent manager, then maybe look at them. But if they keep Michael Carrick next season, don't worry about them. They're wobbling now. They've already started to fall off. They're only sat third because, again, they're also benefiting from the rest of the league being crap. So I wouldn't worry too much about Man United if Michael Carrick stays. That's something I take solace in. We might be shit next year, but they'll also be right down there with us. Pep or Klopp for me, backing with them. No, I took it. I'm biased. Look, I'm a Liverpool supporter. If you ask me that question, I'm always going to say Klopp. People can call me deluded, but what Jurgen was able to do with a lower budget and little money was incredible. Now you can imagine him getting a checkbook like Pep. You'd see a lot more one at Liverpool down the years. You would. Pep's still great, and I get why people would say Pep over Klopp, but I'm always going to be biased towards Jurgen, man. Always. We should go for Bayern's Palkovic. He's a beast of a CDM, can carry the ball, defend, past everything. I hear that dive for Liverpool. Big up yourself, by the way, dive for Liverpool. I hear that. That'll be an interesting one for sure. Interesting. We'll see what happens there. Pavlovic is quality, but highly doubt Bayern will sell. Still is another one. So there are options out there, Ryan. There are options out there. I'm saying Klopp. Yeah, not a Tom Kid, so am I. But look, anyone who says Pep, look, they're well in their right too. Yeah, Ryan. I understand you saying Pep, bro. Of course I do. But to be fair, I'm a Liverpool supporter, bro, so I'm always going to say Jurgen. Maybe if I wasn't a Liverpool supporter, I'd be different. But yeah, look, Pep is still great regardless. You can say Pep is a checkbook manager, but you have to buy the right. Exactly, Brian. You still have to buy the right players, and you still have to put them into a system and get them playing. So look, yes, Pep needs money. Yes, he's one of those, but he's still great, man. He's still one of the greatest. You know what I'm saying? Is he the best of all time for me? No. I think there's maybe one, possibly two or three managers better than him, depending on how you look at it. But he's still brilliant. Yeah, I hear it, Ryan. I hear it, man. It's all good, man. I hear it, man. But yeah, man. It's been a great debate, people. Been a great debate. Been great speaking with all the people in the chat again, as always. I still his performance at national team. He's worse than words at pressing. We don't need him. I hear it, die for Liverpool. I hear it, man. But yeah, guys, I think that's it for me today. I'm going to head off. Tomorrow, guys, I have got a special stream lined up. Callum from Coppice will be joining me. Big up to Callum. We've got a live stream planned discussing Liverpool's future, and that will be at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. So do stay tuned for that, people. Special guest appearing. Wednesday, I'll have a Man United preview with Rasta. Rasta will be joining me for that, so stay tuned for that, people. And then, of course, throughout the rest of the week, I'll work my way through to the United game at the weekend myself. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting week, man, for sure. An interesting end to the season. I think Stiller is quality, but cannot say I watched that game. Die for Liverpool. I hear it, Ryan. Big up yourself, Ryan, man. Appreciate you being in the building. Do a quick roll call of everyone as well. People, if you haven't already, do drop a like on the video. New people who came over from Zia's raid, do, of course, drop a like if you are enjoying. Do sub to the channel, of course, too. Big up to Zia as well, man, for sending people over. It means a lot. Big up Nighttime Kid as well, man. Do a quick roll call of everyone on. Big up Nighttime Kid. Big up Brian. Big up Die for Liverpool. Big up to Brian. Big up to Bus Baptiste. Big up to AR. Nice to see someone new in. Big up yourself, AR. Big up to Gavin. Big up, man. Big up to my brother Vidge. Make sure you sub to my brother Vidge, lads, on both of his channels. Number one of the fellowship. Who else was in here earlier? Big up to Zia. Thanks a lot for the raid again, bro. It means a lot. Big up. Who else was in here, man? Am I missing someone? Yeah, Danchum was also in here, but again, Danchum's comments are always very high up. Let's have a look. There he is. Big up to Danchum. Big up to Mr. Joshy J. Anyone else? No, that's everyone, man. Big up to all of you. I appreciate every single one of you locked in. I appreciate every single one of you locked in. Laters, Gavin. Appreciate you being in. Brian, big up yourself. Appreciate you being in. Bus Baptiste, big up yourself. Up the Reds, man. Appreciate you being in as well. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you, Bus Baptiste. Much appreciated, bro. I'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned, people. Liverpool Profit out in a bit. And Peace. I'm out.